Yeah, welcome back at Nine World Chronicles. Just taking a little break from doing some normal study. Just want to do some verses, have a little fun, connect with the audience a little bit, kind of see how everybody's doing. Let's see if we get anybody in here. We can have a little fun on our verses. Sunday evening. Really been into some good mythology. Thank you guys for stopping in. There we go. Definitely glad to be here. It's always a blessing to step back in and just kind of have some fun with the channel. I had some verses, man. I really been, just so you guys know what's been on my mind lately. Like, I'm getting ready for the new season of The Boys. It's about to drop. And I just finished up the last season of The Witcher, season 3 of The Witcher, which was great, by the way. So it got me thinking about it, just some of the matchups. And I got a couple I was going to share with you guys here today and kind of figure out what you guys think about these matchups. And for me, the first one I'm going in at is Tissaia. And Tissaia is that very powerful sorceress. So, like, she was the teacher. She's the one who was most influential on Yennefer, right? And this is Tissaia. And she's insane. Like, we saw her in the last couple of episodes. Of course, they had a full-out battle with the elves, and she really got down. Like, her physical combat skills really came to life. She made use of shields. She made use of lightning. She made use of fire. She showed concussive force. She had a wide repertoire and didn't seem to tire out. One of the things about wizards or magic wielders, typically in battles, they do have them tire out a little bit. She showed no fatigue. I mean, at the very end, like, she eventually casts a spell where she summons all this lightning and just starts mass killing people, and that turns her hair gray. But throughout the course of the battle, she was 100% solid. But I really wanted to test her out with somebody outside of the realm of magic. Like, magic welder versus magic welder is great, but how about a true superhuman? Someone not even from our own dimension, and I'm talking about Translucent, if you remember The Boys. He's one of the first of the 7 to get killed. I think the first of 7 to get killed. But it was not easy. This guy's got carbon skin, like a steel type skin. What he gets along with that is superhuman strength, right? He gets invisibility, and he's just durable. Like, he is indestructible. You have to go inside to really affect him like that, to really get to kill this guy, right? And I don't know how they match up. Now, I'm looking at Tissaia, and obviously she's very intelligent. If she has some forethought of what she's facing, she may be able to concoct something specific for her. Now, she's got the advantage of long range attacks. Like, if it's on and she knows it's coming, right? Obviously, she got the shield. She can protect himself. Because Translucent's going to kill you, man. He's a murderous dude, right? He's super strong. He knows where to get in. So if he's able to get on a jump off, no prep time, I think he turns this into a pretty quick close-up battle, right? And in that case, I can't see how Tissaia could survive and get through this, right? So I'm going right off the rip. I'm going with Translucence because I think if she has time to prep for him, that's a whole different story. And I think she could do a lot to affect him. She could probably boil him on the inside. Who knows? I don't know if she can come up with something powerful enough to affect him. Even the stuff that I saw her putting down on other people, the lightning, the concussive force, I don't know if she came forth with enough that's going to hurt Translucent, even from her faraway attacks. I don't think she's going to be able to mess with the supernatural. Now I'm changing my mind on it. And I think Translucent, as simple as he is, I think Translucent can step up to her and take that one. This is kind of a matchup I like to see, though. But her power against him, I can't see any way that she'd be able to deal with him. He's too powerful, especially when he gets up close. He hits her once, it's going to be completely over for her, and none of us want that, right? So Tissaia, I think you're going to lose this battle. Another one that I've kind of been thinking about a lot, man, and I actually wouldn't mind seeing because I think these guys match up very well against each other. I told you I was a little heavy on the boys today, and no one stands out in my mind bigger than Soldier Boy, right? The Soldier Boy's kind of got a nice package in terms of like what's in his bag, right? Super strength, super speed, stamina, durability, agility, right? Welcome, thank you for stopping in, Blended Healing, right? Energy Blast, right? Going up against Sabretooth. The mutant Sabretooth, right? And Sabretooth is, thank you, happy Father's Day to everybody out there. This is kind of a father's show, right? Thank you. Right. So Sabretooth is that dude, and he's absolutely savage. I think strength wise, I feel like they're a good matchup for each other. I feel like it's a good overall battle, right? I think that Sabretooth with the claws and the teeth is a handful, but obviously you got my man Soldier Boy, who's got the strength, who's got the shield skills as well. I think with that energy blast he's capable of regulating. I think he's got the knockout weapon here. I think Sabretooth would be a great fight because Sabretooth takes no shorts and Sabretooth does not back down. But I don't think he can overcome what Soldier's Boy's got. So I'm going to have to give this round to Soldier Boy, even though most people don't like him. But I don't really like Sabretooth either. But I'm going with Soldier Boy on this one. He's funnier to me. Makes me laugh. All right, this is like truly for, mythology heads right here. Because you got to know some deep mythology on this one, right? Now, I know you guys are looking at the bottom matchup, and you see that's Loki of Asgard, who is a giant posing as Asgardian, but magic and high intelligence, right? He gets a lot of these versus battle because he's a slippery type of creature, uses magical enhancements. You never know what you're going to get with Loki. It's like a bag of snakes. But up top, you got Error, who is the demon goddess from Babylonian, Jewish, and Islamic lore. So, just absolutely beastly. And when you read about this creature, and I got some posts on both these guys. I got a post on her kind of breaking down. She sits the hierarchy. I mean, she's a demon goddess. So she sits at the top of the hierarchy among these 8 demons that are the most important in this Babylonian context. You see she's got the bat wings. She's got the horns. She's sitting on a throne. She really commands some true power. And she can do a whole host of things. Like, she commands dark energy, teleportation. She can possess people. And I really think that in that context, like, look, she's sitting there with her legs wide open. This chick ain't afraid of nobody, right? She's not having. She kind of wishes you would. And I can't see any way that the Asgardian, who can be killed, can stand up against this. And I'm telling you, you guys got to go check this out. Like I said, I'll drop some links when this goes live, but she is like beastly. Go to the profile, just go to my channel and type in Error after the show's over. Don't skip out now. But go read about her. She's just a very, very powerful demon. Man, I'm glad I got that into the lore. I'm really, really, really enjoying kind of learning about some of these Babylonian and other characters, and she's at the top of it right there. So definitely check it out if you got some real nerd skills in you. This is something that's kind of been on my mind a little while, and I just thought about like not ignoring the MCU of both these guys, going really on their comic book versions, the mythology of Thanos, right? His god strength, high intelligence, everything that comes along with Thanos, going up against Worldbreaker Hulk. Like, I'm sorry, I said don't bring the MCU in, but I just remember that ass whooping that the Hulk took at the hands of Thanos that reduced him to nothing, that shook everyone's confidence and kind of reduced his role throughout the. We never saw like the Hulk in the whole Infinity War, but I want to get back to like comparing Worldbreaker Hulk, and I think Worldbreaker Hulk is the Hulk that gets that revenge for all the Hulks against Thanos for that humiliating beatdown. And because this guy can absorb, cosmic energy from any planet, he can just absorb this energy. And he gets more and more powerful, enough that he can literally destroy a planet. And I think that's way outside of what Thanos' range is. Not armed with the Infinity Stones or any of the Infinity Gauntlets. I don't think he's got the capacity. I should have done this versus with him armed with an Infinity Stone, because at least one of them, because otherwise it's not even a battle. I don't think with this guy. I think that Hulk smash and Worldbreaker Hulk smash on a world-breaking level. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this was not a good matchup. This was like the Hulk would absolutely be completely dominant over this Thanos here. But, if he were armed with an Infinity Stone, he might have an opportunity. But, this new Worldbreaker Hulk, man, I bit into the book. I picked up the graphic novel. This is a beastly character, man. I really, really dig some of the variants of the Hulk. This is my favorite one. I think the Immortal Hulk is more powerful, but we'll see. All right. So again, going back into the mythological bag, right, to truly test out some of these matchups here, right. And up top, you got Amenon, who is another like one of those demons that is attested to in Solomonic lore. He's said to be the king of the West and a prince of hell. Now, there's a lot of princes of hell. I think there's 12 in total that he sits with, and they're at a level of hierarchy. They're not at the top. Like, I'm going to say your Asmodeus, your Malblosias are going to sit up here. Obviously, Satan and Lucifer are going to be up at the tippy top. But in this pyramid scheme that they call the underworld, this guy's sitting in a nice position. He commands a lot of power. What I'm matching him up with is Durga, who is the vengeful goddess from Hindu beliefs. Very powerful belief system. She's still venerated as a goddess right now. And what does she do in her spare time? Man, just so happens she just slays demons. That's what she's known for in her own belief system. So I can absolutely see her, one, taking on this fight, and two, getting the upper hand in this. Like, you can see she's got like 8 to 10 arms. You can see her here, right? The skin is golden because she's got a protective, like, hardened skin. But each one of these arms, 8 to 10 of them, typically will hold weapons, and these are all enchanted weapons because killing demons is what she actually does. Right? She does it better than anyone in the business. She's known for it. She's spent years. She's like, this is it. So I think as tough as this guy sitting here, the Prince of Hell, looks, now obviously he's got legions at his command. He can obviously come through with a whole bunch of demons to attack her. How she handles that, I'm not sure, but I feel like she comes out on top. I feel like her power is too great. I feel like Durga is one of the manifestations of, like, they're supreme, so her power should be enough where she's going to be able to handle this situation. So Durga versus this demon, which, like I said, go check out on this demon, or both of them actually have profiles. You can go read up on both of them on the channel. Did a nice piece, like, just kind of breaking this guy out. He's ill. I mean, he's hellfire. He commands the military. He possesses hellfire. He can do teleportation, telekinesis. Like, he's got a whole host, the full Monty, as it were, of demonic powers. Sitting on that throne like an absolute boss, but I think he would get dislodged from that throne by Durga. All right, again, I told you guys, man, I got the boys just heavily on the brain. Heavily on the brain. So I'm getting excited to jump into the new season. I think they dropped like 3 episodes already. So that got me thinking about Maeve, who was my girl, right? Maeve was my favorite character out of the soups on The Boys. Up top is the Grey Hulk, or he's known as Joe Fixit. And Joe Fixit was like the gangster Hulk. He was the most gangsters of all Hulks. Went to Las Vegas, had a whole, like, crime boss theme going on in Vegas. Himself as the enforcer. The difference between this Hulk and your standard Hulk is obviously he keeps his intelligence. So he's still got Bruce Banner level intelligence, which is really what makes him dangerous because he doesn't have full-on Green Hulk strength. He maxes out about 40 tons, about 40% of what the Hulk has his normal strength, but still obviously a lot. Going up against Maeve, and I think this is the kind of fight that Maeve wants, right? This is a close quarters fight. This is fisticuffs. This is elbows. This is brute power, and that is Maeve 100%. Right? I think her level of invulnerability is right there. I think the strength level for her is right where she wants it to be. And I think the deadliest part of this Hulk is that she's got to contend with his brain, which is odd to say about the Hulk. But I think she can do it, and I think that Maeve has got enough to win this fight against the Grey Hulk. Other versions of the Hulk I would rule her out of, but this fight is made for her. This version of Maeve is obviously better off when she's got opponents that don't fly, and a brute strength fight it's right up her alley, right? So I'm going to go ahead and give that one to Maeve. But another one coming in for you guys here. All right. This is something that kind of got me going right here. Now, this is Thor, and this is not Thor from the MCU. This is not a comic book Thor. I went with the red beard here because I wanted to show the mythological Thor. The mythological Thor, Norse god of thunder with the Mjolnir, the hammer, right? The iron gloves, that Thor there, right? That we see here. Lining up against Hercules here, right? Hercules, the son of Zeus, the Greek hero, right? The killer of the Hydra, the killer of the mother of monsters, right? He slayed the Nemean lion, right? These are the two that I want to see go head up. Now, here's the thing. I think right off the bat, Thor's got a lot of advantages in this fight because I think Thor is more highly skilled as a fighter. That's actually what I believe. I don't know what it is, but it seems like Thor's upbringing when we hear, tales of Thor as a younger deity. I mean, Hercules was always fighting too, but it seemed like Thor was more like training as a warrior. With the armor, with the weaponry. Zeus, son of Zeus, obviously you're enchanted. I'm sure there's some ruins on that club that give it some extra power, give it some kind of god power, and because otherwise you don't stand a chance against Thor fully weaponed up. that's kind of where I'm going with this. Like Hercules is that dude, right? Like I said, I've been through his list. I know his body of work very well, right? This guy did the 12 labors. This stuff that's just impossible based on his strength. But, I don't know. Tell me, guys, what you guys think about this one. But I'm definitely gonna go with Hercules right now. I feel like he's got the tools. And like I said, this Hercules, you've gone against some monsters. I don't know if you beat someone where they've got the same kind of strategy, but maybe, I don't know. But at any rate, I'm gonna go ahead with Thor every single time on this one. All right, see what we got. Having a good time. Now this is a good one. Okay, so if you're into the boys, this will be a good versus for you because I'm pinning them up right here. Now we got Kimiko. Kimiko outside of Maeve is like, yeah, that's my other favorite character because she's a badass chick, right? Super strength, durability, speed, agility, reflexes. Very important in this fight is going to be this regenerative healing factor because she's matched up against an unkillable death machine in that one persona of Jason Voorhees. Mr. Get It Done. Mr. Sneak Up on You. Mr. Don't Be Having Sex Around Me or I'm going to stab both of you guys at the same time. This guy has made an absolute killing at being the preeminent murderer of American kids all over the country. Absolutely unstoppable. Cannot be stopped, right? Can't. And here's the thing. I don't think Kimiko ultimately stops him. Like, the advantages that she has is she's a better fighter. Jason, you're very effective at what you do, but you really have one move. You might rip somebody's face off or something like that. But she's a lot more skilled fighter. I think she's strong enough to be able to go hand to hand with you, which is what she wants. And I think ultimately she would be able to incapacitate him. Like, he's unkillable. He cannot be killed. Maybe she chops him up in little pieces. Maybe she just... I don't know what she does. But I feel like she has the skills to put that kind of impact on him. He can stab her. And she's going to be able to, jump up from that after a brief whatever, period of time. She's going to be able to come back from that and continue the fight. And I think if she can incapacitate him, if she can, disable, break his arm, because he doesn't heal like that. He doesn't instantly heal. So if she's able to break an arm, break a couple arms, incapacitate him, I can see her getting a W. Obviously, you're not going to kill Jason because of the magic involved in him. There is no killing this guy, but I think she'd be able to win this fight enough to get a W in this one right here. So again, me kind of on the boys fetish right now. Kimiko coming in against Jason Voorhees. And I can't see that she gets him. All right. I mean, I'm sorry. I can't see that he gets her. She's definitely walking away with that W. All right. The main event. What really got me on the verses today, right? Up top, one of the most lethal. Bastet, this comedic netter, or goddess, the cat-headed goddess. Infamous, famous, known, respected. Made for the purposes of battling cosmic beasts. That is why the other gods, the Enid, the Pasegic, got together and said, we need somebody who could deal with Apep every night. And what did they come up with? That cat beast with the two swords. And that's what she's known for. Absolutely deadly creature. Built for handling the biggest of them. But what she's matched up against is a beast that is no joke. This is the Bull of Heaven. And if you know your Sumerian mythology, right? This was the guy that after Inanna got dissed by Gilgamesh, she went back home to heaven, told her father, they're laughing at me down there on earth. Let's unleash the Bull of Heaven. And they unleashed the Bull of Heaven, whose footsteps could cause earthquakes, right? Like his presence on earth was really like destroying homes, destroying lands. An absolutely powerful creature. But he's gonna get got by this snake, this cat deity here. She's built for this, right? She's got all the advantages, the speed, the weaponry, ultimately the power. He's going to run up and down and ramble and do all kinds of crazy stuff, but there's absolutely no way he doesn't come away with his head off. That's the way I see it. The cat is just the ultimate goddess. Like I said, she's the ultimate warrior in them cat predator skills. She's got the speed. She's got the weaponry. Look at that look in her eye. She wants this fight to happen. She's 100% hoping that this fight happens. So that's what I'm going with. I got 9 new verses I just stepped up for you guys. Please give me your thoughts and your comments. Tell me what you think about it. I just want to kind of dip in, kind of set the stage a little bit. I'm doing each of these in profiles on the channel as well. If you haven't had a chance to check them out, please do so. But hit me up, man. Let me know what verses you guys are into. I'm going to dip off now, but I'll be back when I got the next lot of verses.